battery not included. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Martin Short, musician Richie Sambora, and a man who wouldn't dream of eating lobster without a bib, David Letterman.
Thank you. Welcome to the program. My name is Dave, and thank you so much for selecting us as your holiday viewing here once again tonight. Well, I don't know if you folks heard this. You know, Senator Bob Kerrey from Nebraska, now this is interesting. He owns a chain of restaurants. He is one-third owner of a chain of restaurants. This is the guy who's now running for, wants to be Democratic nominee for president. And this chain of restaurants that he owns was hit with a huge fine for abusing child labor laws. And thank God, ladies and gentlemen, at last, one candidate out of the pack of Democrats has finally managed to distinguish himself. So, Amtrak had more problems earlier today. There was another derailment. This was the Silver Meteor from Tampa, Florida to New York City. Or is it New York City to Tampa, Florida? That's what it was. And they derailed in Florida in a town called Palatka, Florida. This, of course, raises the question once again, why are they even using tracks? Why are they even using tracks? Those... Yeah. Stop back there. Well, there's a lot of economic troubles in what used to be the Soviet Union. They're saying now that the lines to get potatoes are unbelievably long, longer than they have ever been. And listen to this, the lines to have them gift wrapped are even longer, much longer than the lines. How do you do, Corporal? Nice to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, you couldn't have picked a better show to be watching at home there with your television in front of you. Tonight on the show, we have our old friend. No. Hey, I've made a mistake already. No, What's all that noise over there?
Well, we got some excitement over here. We got Richie Sambora is here sitting in with us, and he brought a very talented gal with him, Crystal Talaferro on percussion. Say hello to her because...
Oh, hi, Crystal. How are you? Nice to see you.
Because she really jams out. Where are you going?
Thank you very much, Paul. Nice meeting you and your friends. Yeah.
Thank you. Now I understand what happened.
You know, kids, this is the time of year when everyone enjoys all the colorful blinking lights and the delightful sound of bells. Of course, I get the lights and bells all year long thanks to a hammer fight I had a couple of years ago. But tonight we thought we would show you a few lovely last-minute gift items still available in what we call Dave's Christmas Shop. Bring in the old Christmas shop, boys, and watch closely here. Christmas Shop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here we are in Dave's Christmas Shop. Much more festive, isn't it? You know, because of religious differences, some Americans feel left out during the holiday season. Well, not anymore, thanks to this delightful line of cards from Hallmark. Here, take a look at this one. Too bad you're Buddhist. At this time of year, I'm sorry you're Muslim. I haven't forgotten you, my atheist friend. Delightful line of holiday gift cards. You know, since the sad passing of beloved children's author Dr. Seuss, the rights to all his delightful characters have been sold off to other publishers who are creating new and more exciting adventures like this one. We have a copy of it right here. How the Grinch Whacked a Guy. It's a whole different direction. They're taking those Dr. Seuss books. That's right. Here, kids, is a toy for the youngster who knows where the real excitement is. The Federal Reserve Board action figures. Yes, it's the whole gang. Martha R. Seeger, Wayne D. Angel, Edward W. Kelly Jr., John P. LaWare, and, of course, Chairman Alan Greenspan right there. Hours and hours of fun. Oops. Does your child find the regular Etch-a-Sketch just too complex? Well, maybe he needs this. It's the Etch-a-Sketch Starter. It just has the one control. No more frustrating choices between horizontal and vertical that can severely bruise and scar a child's delicate psyche. There, it just goes back and forth like... Oh, my God. Yeah, the Grinch has gone nuts and whacked the Federal Reserve Board. You hate to see something like that happen here at the holidays. During this season, nothing makes visitors feel more welcome than a novelty doorbell. Here, I'll press this. Now listen to the novelty doorbell. Isn't that cute? Don't you feel welcome and merry? But you know, when visitors are the last thing you want, scare them off with this domestic dispute cassette. Here, I'll put that. Now listen to this.
It's $200.
He's your father. You come up with his bail.
How can you say that? Have you ever spent Christmas in jail?
I thought you said you'd never mention that again.
Here we go again. All you do is
I
sob.
have no feeling.
Well, you just don't listen.
Shut up. Just shut up.
No, sweetheart, it's you who should shut up.
How about you go to hell?
Beautiful. It's the best Christmas ever.
You know, I've been in that movie. All you do is sob. Yes, I've been in that play. What?
I guess we all have.
Yeah, I guess we probably all have. Nothing puts you in the mind of a good old-fashioned white Christmas like spray-on decorative snow. Boy, that's certainly true. But for those of you who dream of a Manhattan-style Christmas, there's this. It's the New York City aerosol snow. Look at how this works, just like that. You press the button, and out comes the aerosol snow. There it... Wow, look at that. Yeah, okay, that's all right. Thanks, folks. We can use that and edit around it, and it'll seem like it just worked fine. Yeah, the aerosol snow. For the holiday film fan who just can't get enough, TV Guide is publishing this complete listing of every scheduled broadcast of It's a Wonderful Life. Look at that. They're all in there. Get watching. Here's a holiday service that lets you take advantage of international turmoil. We're pleased to announce that Mikhail Gorbachev is now available for parties. Just call 1-600-I'm-Gorby. Stable currencies only. Currencies only. You have to shake it up. Maybe you have to shake it up. I bet that's... Ooh. No, I don't think so. Oh! Oh, my God! Run for your lives! I pulled the pin! Here! Yeah! Oh, geez! Oh, I don't want to... Why are you always sobbing? What's the matter, Al?
I thought if I shake it a little, it might do something.
Good idea. It usually works for you, doesn't it, Al? It's Dave's Christmas shop. It's taken an ugly turn here. Everybody loves the taste of turkey and stuffing, but who has the time to stuff a turkey? Well, Well, now you do with this high-powered kitchen bazooka. Here we go. You got your turkey there. You load it up with the stuffing. You just kind of aim at it, and there you go. Okay. I tell you what we're going to do. We'll do a commercial. Try and fix that snow, Al, because the folks will like to. All right, good. You were with us in Chicago, weren't you, a couple of years ago at the big Chicago theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to see you. You were with Johnny Cougar then, right?
Yes.
Johnny Cougar Mellencamp. Johnny Mellencamp. Yeah. Now, do you work with him all the time?
Oh, sometimes.
Does he ever get you down there on his farm there in Indiana? And you have to pretend like you're farming, right? You have to go out and you have to hoe and you have to rake and that kind of stuff. Because he actually thinks that he's a farmer, doesn't he? Rides around checking the wheat in a limo, that kind of thing. Nice to have you here, by the way.
Thank you.
And Richie Sambora will be out later? Yeah.
Feature number with us.
Now, is he still dating Cher, do we know? Or?
We'd have to ask him that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. God. You know, I don't care what people say. To me, Cher is one hot lady. Hey, how about that New York snow? Is that ready? Oh, good. Apparently, huh? They are working on it? What does it take to fix the New York snow? Oh, okay, all right. Well, we're always delighted when our first guest spends some time with us here on the program. Martin Short is here, Richie Sambora, and Art Buchwald. According to this, Martin's our first guest. Yeah, that's right. He has a new motion picture opening up now all over the country.
I'm very good. So I'm backstage.
Yep.
You know, and I'm getting revved. I'm getting pumped.
Yep.
And I've got my arm going. I'm ready for the movement, you know. And suddenly it dawns on me, wrong show.
Uh-huh.
You know, and...
That movement doesn't apply here?
I was doing that, and then I froze quickly, and I thought, wait a second. There's something that I know why I'm confused, because you don't have any kind of wacky, traditional physical movement. Like, you see, something like this. Wah, wah, wah! You did this. And then got the audience doing it back. Yeah, yeah, yeah! And then, you know, getting Diane Cannon doing wah, wah!
Yeah.
You know?
All right, well,
Sybil Thorndike doing, you know, good.
I appreciate the thought, and I'll work on it in my own home.
Now.
Why are you always sobbing? I love that.
Now, let me just say one thing to you.
Yes, sir? Yes, sir?
You look fantastic. And I looked on the screen at one point, and I said to Frank, and I said, what's Luke Perry hosting the David Letterman show?
Luke Perry?
Yeah. And I don't get, what is it? Have you had a lift, or are you wearing lifts? Is there tape behind those ears?
I have a confession. A couple of weeks ago, we had a week off. I went down to Mexico and had an eye job. But that's it. Other than that.
I knew it. I thought maybe it's just this whole holly-golly Christmas spirit that you're probably
Now,
in.
let's tell me about your Christmas as a young kid up in Canada. Was it magical for you up there?
It was unbelievable. I'm a Christmas nutball when it comes to Santa Claus. Now, I'm like Gremlin, you know, Egg Gremlin. I'm just, oh, Christmas and the snow is falling. Oh, give me a break, and candy canes, and I'm running around my room and, you know, wrapping things. And I was always like that from very early on.
Well, that's good. That's the way people are supposed to be.
But the main thing I remember as a kid that Christmas taught me was how to do good cheesy acting on Christmas morning, because every year my brother Michael and I would sneak the gifts from the attic where my parents thought they'd hidden them, and like we'd have a train for 3 weeks in advance. We'd be playing it in the bedroom.
Oh, you bust the stuff open and set it up and play with it.
Set up the train, do it around, so that on Christmas morning I would have to come down and my parents would say, see, a train, and I'd have to go, oh no. I said I wasn't gonna cry, and I'm not. The hell I'm not.
And you did this when you were about 6 years old?
6 years old, yeah. Hold me. You know, I was 4 weeks. I'd be up there. Oh, isn't gonna do, and I'm feeling pretty good, and the dark shit. You know, the hat on. We'd wrap it up at night.
Yeah.
It was from Santa.
That's cute. And what do you? What about you and your kids now for Christmas? How does that go? Is that do you still have kids that believe in Santa Claus?
Yeah, I have 3 children. They're completely obsessed. It's so sweet, you know. I took my daughter Catherine to this store, and we're walking to, and I see her kind of eyeing this Christmas doll with a beautiful dress, and she's kind of shaking. I said, Catherine, come on, let's go. I didn't know that doll existed. I said, well, that's fine, but we should go. No, but I said, I've written my letter to Santa, and I didn't ask for that doll. Yeah. I asked for roller skates. I said, well, you know, what are you going to do? I want that doll. And I said, well, write him. It's too late. Even Federal Express couldn't get a letter in time. And finally, you know, I said, you wish for it. You wish, you know, and then...
Now, do you think she actually believes Santa has something to do with this, or is she working you a little bit there?
She truthfully believes that it's actually phenomenal. She completely believes on every level, you know.
Yeah, well, that's
I said to her, you know, what I'm going to do, Catherine, will be good. I'll come down with a movie camera. And when, you know, Fatty is laying out the gifts, she goes, hey. And I said, when Santa is laying out the gifts, you know, I'll take a movie of him. She says, no, he'll catch you. I said, it's fine. She said, don't blow this for me. He'll find out and he'll disappear.
You're going to get in there and screw up the whole day for her. Well, that would be pretty cute.
No, they love it. It's fabulous.
Let's see. We have a lot of other stuff to talk about. We have the movie.
Yes.
You, Steve Martin in Father of the Bride.
Yes.
And anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, well, anything you want, Dave.
Right,
I'm just here as
Let
your
me do
buddy.
This first. Well,
your Christmas
really?
buddy.
That's darn nice of you. Luke Perry and I will be right back, folks, after you watch this. Richie, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you. I didn't recognize you with the black leather pants. I didn't know it was you over there. Nice to see you. Yeah. And Luke Perry, I had no idea who Luke Perry is either.
We've got to get you a book.
Yeah, I got to get out.
Yeah.
But look here, kids, we have the aerosol snow back. See, this is, if you missed the New York Christmas, you understand how this works, don't you?
Oh, sure I do. Yeah.
All right, here you go. You press it and this is after the guys worked on it.
What is supposed to happen here?
Well, I'm not sure exactly. Well, like, that's not enough? All right, let's try it again. Take that back to R&D, Al, but be careful. All right.
That's good. That's good. You can edit, right?
That's all right, Al. Go out, work outside. Take it back to your apartment. Bring it in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where were we? Oh, let's talk about, what do you see, your old friends from SCTV?
I see them all the time. We all live close to each other. I just went to the Grey Cup with John Candy.
It's the Canadian Super Bowl, the Canadian Football League
Canadian
Championship
Super Bowl.
game. Yeah.
Well, the CFL, Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
I call it the real Football League. Some people... And John and Bruce McNow, who owns the LA Kings, and Wayne Gretzky, they also own the Toronto Argonauts.
Right.
And Toronto Argonauts is playing the Calgary Stampeders. Well, you can imagine. So, so John said, so we all flew up. My son Oliver, and John and his family, and Bruce and his family, and Wayne and his wife, and there were other Canadians in the plane. We left, LA in the morning and flew to Winnipeg, Manitoba.
What is more fun than a plane full of Canadians?
You can.
Nothing.
You can't find it. Alan Thicke was there. Giselle McKenzie, Wayne and Schuster, Tova Borgnine, Will Hutchins. He had driven him from Tarzana. It was great. And we all flew. It was 18 below.
Wow.
Yeah, it was freezing. And I watch the CFL all the time. I mean,
the differences are the field is wider.
Well, there's a lot of differences. The
field is wider.
Yeah, and it's
three
long.
downs.
3 downs.
That's
Why
the
do
only
you
difference.
need 4 downs?
Yeah.
It's 110 yards.
Right.
There are only 8 teams, and 2 are called Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Who are the Rough Riders?
There's the Ottawa Rough Riders and the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. But 8 teams, and they play each other. And what's great is that you can be passing a television set and hear announcers say, Rough Riders 28, Rough Riders 7. And somehow, And somehow, we Canadians know. You know, we'll say, gee, it's too bad for the Rough Riders, but then again, I'm glad the Rough Riders are doing well. You know.
Now, why does that happen?
No one really knows. I mean, why does a lot of things happen? Why doesn't that work?
Yeah, but we don't have two teams called the Packers here in this country, you know?
Listen, you're not going to get a big, arm wrestling argument over this from me, because I agree.
Makes no sense.
Well, there's only 8 teams, too.
That's right. Like, they haven't used up all the names they could think of. Anyway, so you're up there for the big championship game.
We went up there with Tova and all the group, and all the Canadians flew up, and it was 18 below. It couldn't have been more freezing. It was just frightening. And we get into the stands. Oliver's just complete. You know, Wayne Gretzky in the plane said, better put your heat packets in your shoes and everything. And I went, right. Keep taping the stick, I thought. Yeah. Meanwhile, I couldn't have been colder. It was frightening. So Oliver was just bundled. He's 5. And he was just so frightening. Just like, he hadn't spoken for a couple hours. And we're walking through the stand. And I found out my tickets had been duplicated. For some reason, the tickets I'd been given, the guy said, I'm sorry, I'm sitting here. Yeah. And so he wasn't going to move. And so finally, a guy took pity on the 3rd line. You know, couldn't have been worse seats. Hey, Mr. Short, over here. I got 2 extras. And he sat with me, and then he kept saying stuff like, what was the name of that one film you did I hated? And I, trying to... And that was the first quarter, and I looked down at Oliver, and he had just kind of frozen tears in his eyes, so I knew this wasn't... Yeah. So we went into a Winnebago for the rest of the game, and we're... and then a kid put on Home Alone on the cassette, so we never really watched the game. But the Toronto won.
But isn't there a team also known as the Winnebagos in that league? Isn't that the name? Are you sure?
There are 2 teams called Winnebago.
I think that's the name of a Canadian team, the Winnebagos. The Hamilton Winnebagos?
No, the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
The Tiger Cats,
I'm from Hamilton, and it's the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They're a really hot team.
Yeah. Let's look at some film here of Father of the Bride.
Father of the Bride, Steve Martin, Diane Keaton.
Great cast.
Yes, Kimberly Williams.
People tell me that you're a standout in this film, that you steal the motion picture.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that's true, but it is directed by Charles Shire and written by Shire and Meyer, and it's a very funny film.
All right, and you want to tell folks what we're going to look at here?
We are looking at a wedding. I play Frank, the wedding coordinator, who is, at this point, Steve has lost control of the wedding, and his wife and child insist that maybe they hire a wedding coordinator, and he says sure. Okay,
so this is Martin Short, Steve Martin, and everybody else in this scene?
Yeah.
You get some interesting hair going for you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you just like a goofball? Is that what you are?
No. I always think that if you start with the hairdo, they won't really notice that you're doing the same character from film to film. So I looked at Al Pacino in Godfather 3 and thought, that's a good dude. Standing tall, dyed black, a little bit of accent.
It looked good to me.
Thank you. Well, the wedding coordinators they're a real, we had, when Nancy and I got married, we had a guy named Trevor who helped. And they don't really do anything, I mean, you're standing there with a knife, and now let's cut the cake. And you say, good. What do you think? I mean, so you cut. Oh, this is good.
Call attention to the obvious.
Yes. Now I think we're ready for a photograph, aren't we? And we're all saying it. Yes, we are.
There you go. Sure. And it's thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh, thousands. And thousands.
The film opens up. When the heck is it opening up? Is it
December 20th, Dave?
All right. Good enough, Martin. Happy holidays. Thank you very much for being here. Here we go. Listen to this. The Jackson 5 Christmas album. And Rudolph, if you're really concerned about that nose, I think Michael can probably put you in touch with a really good specialist. Look, Paul, it's a CD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have my
brought in some Christmas CDs.
My Boxcar Willie CD. You can't really appreciate Boxcar Willie unless it is in the CD format.
Yeah, the CD box set that came out. Right. That was really...
This is called Christmas with Boxcar Willie, and we're going to listen now to Willie talk about how he writes his Christmas songs. Here we go.
Several years ago, I was watching Hee Haw during Christmas, and I picked up a tablet and wrote this little song called Hee Haw Honey.
That's how most really good Christmas stories begin. You're sitting at home watching Hee Haw. Christmas in Zitherland. Let's listen to Jingle Bells. Here we go. Paul, I was shocked to learn that we secretly sold some missiles to Zitherland back in the 80s. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
How can you have that album in your collection?
It's mostly Islamic, Zitherland. New York Islanders, home for the holidays. We're going to be hearing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The New York Islanders. Here we go.
You better watch out. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not cry. You better not pout.
No pouting, no crying, no high sticking, no slashing, no butt ending, no boarding, no cross body blocking, no fighting, no good. Good. Joy Noel. We'll be listening to Ding Dang Strumpf. Once again, Ding Dang Strumpf. Here we go.
Ding dang strumpf, en strumpf sous la neige. Quelle joie de retrouver l'hiver et son cortège. Oh, ding dang.
I don't have a joke here. I just enjoy saying Ding Dang Strumpf. James Brown, Santa's got a brand new bag from James's holiday Christmas collection. Let's make Christmas mean something this year. Here we go, James Brown.
Feels so good. Come on.
You know, a nice gift for James this or any other Christmas would be a lozenge. Get that New York snow ready. Here we have the Roger Whittaker Christmas album, and it's a bit of Christmas song is what we're going to listen to. The Christmas song, Roger Whittaker.
The fire's warm and quiet now. The embers are aglow. For every Christmas, love must be the greatest gift I know.
Says
my love.
All right, fine. Thank you. It's a very, very nice song. Too bad about the dandruff. Okay. Is it going to work this time? Is it going to work? Swear to me, Al, that it's going to work.
Press down.
Well, you press down on it. You just see if it... No, wait a minute. You got to... Okay. Thanks, Al. New York snow, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Al. All right, we're... Oh, yeah. Finger licking good, says Al. We're going to do a commercial.